Facebook's EdgeRank update so that you can understand the ramifications of posting bad content on a Facebook page. Up to now, we've often let other people post to a page on content they would like, and we say, all right, well, we'll stick to the main pillars or threads or concepts, and in between can be anything else. Well, the newsfeed doesn't work that way. The stories don't have the same filters, so you can go wild and post anything, but the newsfeed certainly does. So I'll just take you through our findings. Okay, so the thing to remember is that people will see 2% of their friends' posts. So when we say friends, it means that this is not a page, this is people seeing friends' content. You'll notice that you often see the same people over and over again until you might interact with somebody else, and then you'll see their content. So if you're only seeing 2% of your friends' posts, you can imagine the small percentage that you're going to have from pages. So pages we know have less rank than people. Now, there is one philosophy that says that we only get 0.1% of the fan reach. Others say it starts with 16. There's two theories. We haven't obviously know exactly how the algorithm works. We just have the basics on what they want us to do. Interactions take some effort. And when somebody puts a meaningful comment on a post that gets higher interaction. Meaningful means not just a, I like this, but actually a longer interaction. So therefore, things whether are political or things that start movements or things that basically people really engage with and they write how they feel get much higher rank than if it's a brand or if it's a service. And that's not to say that you can't get good interaction. It's just saying that's harder because you're meant to harness what people want to talk about and what people want to connect with. Right, so post images with too much text, always a problem. People put on their headline, they put on T's and C's, they put the win, they put everything onto the post. You have post text area for that. If you want to put a small little logo because you want a watermark, or if you want some clever hidden text, fine, can do it. But remember, the more text, the more it gets throttled. You can always use your image checker tool to say what's okay and what won't be throttled. But remember that all text in the image will slowly, the more you have, the more it gets throttled. So a new thing is recycled content. So what they're realizing is that so many people are just posting the same content. They want original content, especially live video. And we'll go into that actually, how it's on the rank in a moment. But that's the, they want us to start creating content as opposed to taking a clip art shot, rehashing it, or for that matter, somebody else's content and reposting it. The post rank will affect page rank. So what we're saying there is that the point system that we're going to go through in a moment, it doesn't mean to say that just because one post was bad, it's okay. We can get away with a few of them. What happens is if you have bad posts and you get bad rank, your next post won't be shown to as many people. If you have consistently good content, then it'll be shown to more people. So the page rank gets improved. Then from the infographic you'll see in a moment, but basically the minus 100 points for a hide or an unfollow, that's our biggest worry because you only get 1 point for a like or a share. So this 100 points puts a massive blow into us saying to people, no, that's fine. You post your content, we'll post ours because ours is important and your fillers are fine. Well, your fillers can go onto your stories, but the fillers can't go onto your feed anymore. If anybody doesn't like the content that they're seeing and they hide it or they unfollow it, 100 points minus, and that's very difficult to improve on. So what we're asking clients now is, would you share your company's post to your feed? 1. 2, would your friends comment on that post? Now, that to Facebook is a good post. Is when if you shared it and your friends interacted, that's when you know it's a good post. I mean, you can think about that. You know, what would you share? I mean, how many companies' content would you share? Well, the idea is that that's the creative execution that Facebook's trying to get us to go towards. And you can't blame Facebook, as I've said here, because they want to clean up their feed. They know that Instagram and TikTok are getting huge amounts of eyeballs. Facebook's feed's just full of adverts and not engaging content, so they're trying to clean it up. And this is their way of saying, listen, it's fine, you can put your junk out, but we're not going to show it to anybody. Put good content up and it'll go to a lot of people. So it's still a great channel. It's just stick within the rules. So the first slide to look at here is the content quality scoring. So include native videos, you get a tick. In other words, don't put the content onto YouTube. Facebook and YouTube are never going to see eye to eye. They want everything on their own platforms. So put native videos up onto Facebook. Native images, in other words, don't share from other places. Put it into Facebook. Live video, is it live? They're pushing live. They really want people to go live. You'll notice there's so many different places that you can now go live. It's a direct knee-jerk reaction to everybody wanting to live channel. So there's you know, there's Instagram TV, there's or IGTV, there's YouTube Live. They want live content going out. They want to be a channel that people stay on and don't move. External links, so you get a down mark for an external link. Obviously, it's very hard because we're always trying to drive return on investment and trying to get the click back to the website. Well, not everything has to have the click. So in this case, what you want to do is people see your content and go, oh, that's very nice, and then go to Google and go and search. Clickbait, so anything, you can see clickbait, include free, etc. Basically anything that's trying to entice you to look at it, or you won't believe what this person does next. All of those things get a down mark. The problem is that you know that people see that image that you just have to want to click on because you want to see what's behind it, and you get disappointed when you go because you can't actually find that frame that the person's selling. So they're trying to squish that out. If you ask for a like and share, now I mean, how many pages say like this and share it and you could win? Oh, sure. Like or share this and you can win. Well, they're obviously trying to stop that. Recycled content, again, don't rehash stuff. Come up with original content and post it. So that's the content quality scoring. Next up is the algorithm signals. So in other words, this is now getting to the points system. 1 for a like, 6 for a comment, long form comment. So long form comment is when somebody actually writes something significant on the page, and it has to be thoughtful. That's what they're saying. Thoughtful comments. Shared drives engagement, 13, or shared drives no engagement. So this is where we say, if you shared it and your friends commented, would that be considered a better post? And yes, look at the difference between points. Not like 1 and 2, but 1 and 13. 3-second views, only a quarter point. So not a lot at all. So they're really trying to push for longer, 60 seconds of video view. Now, up until recently, I always had between 12 and 15 seconds was my theory, because that's kind of the extension span you grab. They want us to get up to 60. That's quite hard considering that most commercials are only 30 seconds. So it just shows you how engaging you've got to make it in order to keep somebody there for 60 seconds. Negative feedback. So there's the minus 100 that we're really worried about. And we're trying to nurse not getting that by keeping on good content. Right. Is it timely and does it reference a trending topic? So basically what they're saying is the trending topics are what people comment on and what people engage with. So how do you make your content part of a trend, or even better still, can you start a trend? Very difficult to start a trend. Too many times we've been asked, can we make something viral? It is so difficult. It can't make something viral. It's viral if it's great content. You can't make that. But you can certainly jump onto a trend and harness it. Next, does your page regularly produce high quality content and use live video? So it's asking us, there we go. We want you to create original content and especially live video. Now it's so difficult for a brand to go live with, because what are you going to go, what's relative to your brand that could go live? Are your fans regularly engaging with your posts? So that's the regular engagement is a signal there to us to say it's not just one post, it's regular posts. So you put out one great post and then 10 bad ones. You're not going to go very far. It wants regular engaging posts. Are your fans having back and forth discussions about your content? So there it's saying, would you share it and would they talk about it? So that goes back to the engagement. And are your post types image, video, image, text, image, video? What fans engage with often? So therefore it's saying, you know, if you're great at writing and you don't need to show an image, is it the type of thing that people engage with because the way that you wrote is brilliant? Or if it's an image, the imagery that you show, do they engage with it? If it's a video, again, do they engage with it? So they're asking for engagement, not just you know, a feed stop. And by a feed stop, I mean Facebook and Instagram will look at how long you spend on a post. So it sees you stop, it sees how long you stay there. So that's engagement number one. Number two is, did you engage with a like or a comment or a share? And then the next one is it a meaningful engagement? And better still, if you shared it, would your friends interact with it on top of your share, on your share? So those are the main points that have come out of the algorithm. You can see that they're pushing hard on the video. If you go into Business Manager, you'll see that there's a huge section now just on video. Basically, they're just pushing video. And of course, so few of us actually doing video. Most of us are still doing stills. And if you think about it, the platforms like TikTok are scooping up their eyeballs because it's all video. But not in 60 seconds. So it's 60 seconds is hard to get people's engagement. So anyway, there's the new algorithm and some things to heed by. So just remember, you have to get great posts out, otherwise you're going to lose rank.